Quiet on the set.
Camera speed.
Sound production, take one.
Action!
It's the weekend at AKAPAD, so let's follow our routine. You're up early, the sun is bright, a little bit of that morning mid-air smell. That's how it smelled in Jersey, by the way. The mornings had a scent. You hit the cabinet, you get your cereal. In this case for me, it's Fruity Pebbles. After that, grab a bowl, dump it in there, grab some milk, dump it in there. And we're watching cartoons. That is what we emulate here on the weekends. On the greatest, people call me the pop culture pope for a reason. But the greatest movie culture discussion podcast there is, AKAPAD the Film Buff, coming to you from Philadelphia, PA. Just in sight of City Hall, one of the greatest monuments we have in the world. AKAPADers. We're talking about something special today, and I want to get over a quick observation, because this observation that we're about to discuss, and today is Captain Simian and the Space Monkeys, 1996, one season, 26 episodes, one toy line, and that is it. This is a series that completely faded into darkness, even though it comes from darkness, right? It comes from the emptiness of space. Maybe that's fitting. So a lot of us, I would say like my generation, we grew up in the 80s, and we had G.I. Joe, major toy line, Masters of the Universe, major toy line. We had Transformers, major toy line. And then there's like that second tier. Thundercats, Silverhawks, even She-Ra, right? But She-Ra is an extension of Masters of the Universe. And then the Turtles come along, and that becomes the dominant cartoon. And then Power Rangers come along, that becomes the dominant program. Dragon Ball Z comes along, doesn't sweep merchandise, but becomes just the center of kids hanging out, young teenagers hanging out, watching cartoons, talking about it afterwards, at the mall, at the water cooler, at the school locker. And as we all got out of the 80s, there was something forgotten, that everything that seemed larger than life was timing. G.I. Joe timing, Transformers timing, Masters of the Universe timing. And once that time ran out, it never really came back. G.I. Joe shifted studios, Masters of the Universe tried with She-Ra. Just never quite got it. Even now, Transformers still trying some type of series. The success of the movies really became adrenaline for that franchise, but Transformers, 2 seasons, 1 season, and none of this quite got back to the original. So what do we have after? Like, what happens to these toy commercials targeting children? But then we have artists, we have illustrators, we have writers, we have Shakespearean lore, we like real epic shit happening within the stories of G.I. Joe, Transformers, and Masters. And it all transformed. Marvel Comics always will look at the G.I. Joe, Transformer, Marvel Comics. And then when we phase out of that, a part of the pot, the cauldron, is high-level storytelling. And by high level, I'll define it here. Everything is explained within the context of the story. So a viewer, you as a child or adult, you can watch it and you can absorb it, and you're not asking yourself questions. Pixar, I feel, did this far. Like if we measure Monsters Inc. compared to Aladdin, right? Monsters Inc., everything explained, moves at a certain speed. Aladdin, a lot of weird questions. And what we get here, mid-90s, late 90s, we get a lot of toy lines. We get the Space Monkeys, like we're talking about today. We get Exo Squad. We get like King Arthur and the Knights. I mean, there's so many. There's series that come and go. Sam and Max, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. No toy line. We get Mighty Max, giant toy line. And a lot of these combinations, they work so well. Like Exo Squad works so well with the toy line. It's awesome. It's well explained. You can fall into it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but not so much. I know a lot of people that just bought the toys never watched many of the episodes. And then we get this. We get Captain Simian, that number one has a floating orb very similar to the the Guilty Spark from Halo. But we get this lore. The first monkey shot into space ends up in the center of the galaxy and is transformed by a superior alien intelligence that you cannot imagine, so very Lovecraftian. Transformed to fight evil on the side of good. And along the way, he gets a orangutan, a gorilla, a chimpanzee, right? Like, he gets all of his monkey friends, and we get some references, banana references, Escape from Planet of the Apes references. We get some really cool, like, episode titles. We get cool episodes, and we get incredible design work. Some of it, I think right now, like, someone asked me what are some of my favorite spaceship designs. I would say this series. We get incredible character designs that echo into the action figures. The action figures too, by the way, had they could go like 0G. The figure spun inside the package. So we get all of these things, AKAPADers, and ever since I first watched this, because it was syndicated, I always enjoyed watching this series. It's available right now on Tubi. And this is, part of this unpacking we're doing. This is a part of mid-90s animation, children's animation, to sell a toy line. These one-and-done seasons or 2 seasons, they're better than the previous generation. They're better designed. They're better explained. And because of that, they're way more entertaining to watch. I would watch Captain Simian over episodes of Thundercats. These are better episodes. We can also pair this with the Disney Mighty Ducks series that I absolutely love. The Warner Brothers Road Rovers that I absolutely love. There's so much to be said about these series that came and went, had major toy, outside of Road Rovers, major toy lines to support them, maximum entertainment, superior artistry, and understanding the assignment, for lack of a better term, Gen Zers, AKAPADers. I love this show. I think this show is incredible. I'm going to be watching it. I hope you are too. So, happy Saturday, happy weekend. Captain Simian and the Space Monkeys, 1996. Well worth your time, worth your effort. Available right now on Tubi. Rock and roll.
Roll sound.
Rolling. Sound production.
Let
take
me
2.
cut in. Sorry, AKAPADers. I know it's such a hot, passionate episode, but I'm breaking the flow real quick just to remind you guys. If you want to support me, one of the best, easiest, and free ways to do it, leave a comment. Give me a like. I know there's someone out there that you know that loves film as much as I do, that love the film industry as much as I. Show this to them. Comments, likes, and reviews, positive or negative, it doesn't matter. We need to increase our reach, and to do that requires you. Your involvement in everything that I do. We're linked. We're forever bound. You're the membrane. I'm the muscle. So guys, let's just do it. One review. Do you have it in you? Okay, back to the show.
Okay, that's a wrap.